What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday to you. Today we're going to look at something from, it's a company. Remember that company, Akaso, with the V50? That was really a surprising little action camera, considering that it did 4K with electronic image stabilization. But that's not what we're talking about. But it's by the same company. It's the C200. Akaso dashcam, and that's coming right up. So today we're taking a look at the Akaso dashcam, the C200. Now when I saw this available on Amazon, I thought to myself, well, the action camera is real good. Let's take a look and see what this dash cam is all about. It has a 170-degree lens on it, and here's some of the stuff that comes inside. Of course, you've got your owner's manual that you can, it's pretty self-explanatory how a dash cam works, but it helps you through some of the navigation of the menu system. And of course, the dash cam, very light. It is plastic, but super, super light. I was really shocked. It's about half the weight of an action camera. It's got a nice 3-inch screen on the back. Of course, you got to take off the little protective lens cover there. But like I said, it's very light. You've got some of the navigation buttons on, off, record is up on top. And then on the left side, you've got your micro SD, and then your menu system. You've got a little reset button on the bottom. And then this is really kind of cool because it comes with a power supply that goes to your cigarette lighter. But the interesting thing is this cable is super, super long. So if you want to run it up into the headliner area, that's great. It also comes with this USB cable if you want to download the video. Then you've got a suction cup. Now the Yi came with that 3M sticky, and I was not happy with that it made it kind of a permanent situation. But the Yi dash cam is good. And then you get I had to look at this for a second and go, okay, what is that? It looks like a shoehorn, but it's actually just to help to get the suction cup off the windshield. And then you get these clips to help hide the cable away. All right, well, I'm gonna put the Akaso C200 dash cam and put it in my Challenger, and we'll do some testing with it. All right, I got it installed. I don't have it hardwired as far as running the cable up through the headliner and all that, because I don't want to do that, but we'll fire it up. This guy out of gear here. That just turned on. So automatically records, and then it'll shut off when you turn the engine off. The menu system I'm not too happy about. I'll stop the recording here. The menu system is a bit cumbersome to get through. One of the things that I did not like was when you're going down to set your time and date set, you can go up, which actually, so let's say you're right there and you try go up, which is actually on the down button. It'll change the 3 to a 4. It doesn't like that for some reason. You have to go down and kind of scroll through, and that's with the date, the month, the day, year, time, all that. But other than that, the user interface is, I guess, okay for the most part. But the big thing is video quality, so let's check that out. sensor being that small, you're not going to get great low light performance out of it. But I was really surprised with this WDR because it says that it's night vision, and you know, the nighttime quality did not look spectacular to me. Get that SD card to go in there unless I use a screwdriver and just kind of push it all the way in. There we go. I don't want to record. Same goes for trying to get that SD card out. You see it's chipped my nail, but you try to push and it will not come out. You've got to stick something in there, push on it, and then the SD card will pop up. Not a great fan of that. Power plug up on top. Now this one does not come with a sticky mount. This one comes with a suction mount. So this one just slides right in. Nice tight fit, snap, and it's in place, and ta-da, you're good to go. I mean, if you look, the image is not half bad, but when you go down to wide dynamic range and you turn that on, you would assume, and you know the old saying about assuming, but you would assume that the image quality would be better with wide dynamic range. Now in the booklet it says that wide dynamic range actually helps with brightening up the image and also increasing the brightness for nighttime vision, which as you saw in the earlier clip, it was like really just overblown, tons of noise in the image, way super exposed for a dark image, and then it kind of corrected itself, but then again it got really dark where the only things that were visible, which was everything that the headlights were pointing at. So I mean, all in all, you know, when you think about this for the price, is it a bad dash cam? No, I mean, it's very light. I mean, it is super light. It has a nice big screen on the back. We'll see longevity, how it's going to last through the Texas summers. But I guess if you're looking for a cheap, well, let's not use the word cheap. If you're looking for an inexpensive dash cam, the Akaso C200 may be the dash cam for you. One thing that I did notice is that the video and audio, even though the audio does sound very good on this, it does get out of sync after about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. So that tells me if the audio is getting out of sync, it tells me that the frame rate of the camera is not a steady 30 frames per second, that it's wavering a little bit. It's a little variable, so it may be dipping down into the 20 frames, 25, 27 frames per second. But then again, that's an easy fix when you stick it in something like Handbrake and convert that file to a constant frame rate. That will actually fix the video, and that's kind of handy for if you have another action camera that the audio and the video are out of sync, because you know that the frame rate's been jumping around. If you use Handbrake, you can actually get the audio and video to sync back up by making the frame rate a constant frame rate. But I can show that in a tutorial later on. But you know, what are my thoughts about the Akaso? $36.99. You know, you're not going to get earth-shattering video quality. I will say that the Yi dash cam, I think, does a lot better job visually, but the audio is horrendous on it. But you know, it's under $40, and you get the camera, you get the suction mount, you get the charging cable that goes to your cigarette lighter, and all the clips to mount it. So, I mean, all in all, you know, there's an old saying that you get what you pay for. But when you're on a frugal budget, frugally speaking, this may be something for you to consider if you just want a very inexpensive dash cam. If anything, you could use it as a rear dash cam if you already have a good front-facing dash cam. Nothing to say that you can't use this for the rear. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Akaso. So like I said, if you're on a budget, the Akaso Dashcam C200 may be an option for you. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below where you can check out the Akaso C200 for yourself and see if it's something that you're interested in. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to share it. And also, if you have a question, comment below, because I respond to all comments. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe today and click on the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video.